catastrophic. Good morning, Susan B. A global catastrophic meltdown event occurring, and it has been occurring for quite some time, but it's picking up, it's accelerating. There are those who may not be aware of it, but you can look around. If your eyes are literally opened, you can look around and you can see a global catastrophic societal meltdown uh, on a macro level and on a micro level as a whole, humanity as a whole, and humanity in little segmented parts of society within your own circle of friends, within your own area in which you live. It's a catastrophic meltdown event occurring, and it's big time spiritual too. The factors, everything is already put in place, and timing is playing a major role. And I've just shared a thought on the community section that flowed into my mind about this, that the world is changing. The darkness is ever encroaching upon us, and it's starting to camp all around us, encircled. And we cannot let it we cannot let it get a strong hold to where we are literally paralyzed, to where we no longer can move. We no longer can do anything. We've got to stand up. It literally, it starts right inside of here. Right there is the most important place where you can stand up. You don't want them to come after you. Your soul. Global catastrophic meltdown of society and societal norms. Our world is changing, and some countries are already experiencing this change firsthand in their countries right now. It is there's some countries who are much further ahead on this road right here that we're on, and they're seeing it, and they'll tell you about this global catastrophic event that has come to their country. It literally is global. It's worldwide, and it is very powerful. The forces behind it are very powerful, and they're very serious at what they're doing. Let me do this right here. I'm not going to speak too much on it because I think that the evidence speaks for itself. It does. The evidence speaks for itself. It's the breakdown of society, our lives. It's like there's no area. It's like it's like the safety nets that we had all around certain areas of our life. They're being pulled away, totally pulled away, and it's like that. So when we fall, we just keep falling because there are these safety nets that we had there. Um, they're literally, they're like falling to pieces. They're no longer able to hold us. And this is globally. What we thought we had, no. Because just like that, our world changed. And our world is continuing to change. Um, yeah, so, oh, I can feel it. You can see it. You can see the war taking place. You can. And it's in people's lives. It's um, it's in cities. It's in towns, and it starts off in little bitty clusters, and then those clusters start merging with other clusters until it takes over a whole entire region, a whole entire area, and it just keeps spreading and spreading and spreading. Um, yeah, if you can look at it from a spiritual point of view, even though it literally is manifesting in this physical realm that we're in, the people, and it's literally, it's breaking down people. It's breaking people on the inside. They don't know what to do. They're being attacked. People are being attacked in their lives, uh, places like that. It's spiritual, but yet it's real. It's having a real world effect. This is not just a normal battle that's taking place. It isn't. It's not a normal catastrophic meltdown. If you can say that there's always been catastrophic meltdowns, no, this is much different. This is that they're using different tools. The darkness is different tools to bring about the change of events that they want, and they're bringing some about already. And it may seem like we're powerless. We're not as powerless as they think, because there's strength in numbers. There's more of us than them. And they know it, but do we know it? Do we know it? Do we know that there's more of us than them? And do we know that the light inside of us is much greater than that darkness that's inside of them? If you don't know it, I want you to realize how powerful that light is inside of you, how strong you are on the inside, and that you are strong enough to stand up against this global catastrophic meltdown that is occurring all around the world. You can do your part. There is strength in numbers. Time and chance does indeed play a very important role. And when you think about time and chance, you have to think about synchronicity. How things, when you literally start walking by faith, the synchronicities, things line up harmoniously. They do. Things will line up. We gotta change our tactics now, because what was working before ain't working now. You now got to step into the spiritual realm, because there are spiritual forces, spiritual battles taking place, and we may not be able to see them. Look at the sky. It's like, again, you wake up and the sky looks like this. White. White out that sky. But see, it can't hide anymore. It can't hide anymore, you all. Yeah. So, Susan, honey, that's right. We all got strength, individual strength, and strengths. Even though we're not physically with each other, there's strength in numbers, and it does have an effect. It's felt all around the world. It's like I saw this life coach lady. She helps people. She was walking through her neighborhood. Her name is Elizabeth, and she said people don't connect anymore. They don't. Ever since all this started, it's like hate is trying to take a foothold. And love is kind of more or less, this is not her exact words, but me. Love is slowly fading away. People aren't connecting physically. Um, and I know on here we can't connect physically, but we can connect over there spiritually, as long as we're able to do that, as long as we're willing to make that connection. You can even, connect a lot better at times. You feel more comfortable at times through uh, communication like this than face to face. But the thing is, don't stop connecting. You can't stop connecting, because this is a connection to keep us together. It is. But the fabric of society is slowly unraveling. It's coming apart. The threads are just coming apart. Good morning. I think I'm just about done, because there's not much more I want to say on this. I'm not, because you can look around and you can see it happening. The global catastrophic meltdown of society and societal norms. The event is occurring, and it's not done yet. It's picking up speed. And we just got to be aware of what's happening, look around, and do our part. You can do your part where you're at. You can stand your ground where you're at. You can stand your ground on the inside of here and guard your soul, guard your spirit, guard your heart, and let that light shine. And even though you may not be out around amongst a lot of people, you can still do your part because it does matter and it is felt in the spiritual realm. It is. You don't have to physically go out and do stuff like that. There are those who like to physically make a stand, but you can do it where you're at. You can. You can pray, you can meditate, you can send positive thoughts. You can stand your ground in the space that you're in right now and protect your area around you, the place where you are at. You can protect your space right there. Put up your barriers and say, no, you're not coming in this where I'm at. You're not allowed in my living area. You're not allowed anywhere near where I'm at. You can do that. You can stand your ground and do it. Um, that's all right. It is. It's perfectly found. You're strong enough, you all. We're all strong enough. And the enemy wants to make us, the enemy wants to attack us and beat us down and stomp all over us and use us as a doormat. I'm not a doormat. I've been there, done that. But no, no, we're not a doormat. We're not. And standing your ground may be different for some people because some people make better prayer warriors than others. Some people literally do a lot of damage in the spiritual realm. I'm telling you what, praying, they really do, and meditating and stuff like that. They're experts in the spiritual realm because they know on the other side, right there, there's experts on that other side that's coming against humanity. Yeah, so if you're one of those people who are literally a prayer warrior, because your prayer literally does knock out a whole bunch of those dark beings, that the spiritual darkness that's out there that's coming against you, can take out a lot of them just through your prayer. You can. Even though you may not physically see them, you can feel them and you can see the physical effects they're having on this world and humanity as a whole. And yeah, you all, it's real. It's real. We're facing a global catastrophic meltdown of society and societal norms. And people are being affected on an individual level. It's like the safety nets are all gone now. They don't hold us like they used to. And what we thought could hold us up, that we thought that we could rely on in this tangible world in which we live, we're finding out no, nothing can be taken for granted anymore, nothing. And it's like, and really I was thinking about this, you brought nothing into this world when you came, and you will take nothing out of it. And I think that is the truth. It is. When it comes right down to it, I have me, I have you, we have each other, we have our friends, we have our family. We can stand our ground where we're at, and it does make a difference on a global scale. You can look around and you can see communities coming together. Communities are pulling together, whether you may see it, whether or not you hear about it, they're coming together. They're gathering because they know that's all they've got at this point. They got each other. We can come together in our own communities. We can come together on here. This, even YouTube is a community where you can come together and stand your ground. You can. And it's all right, you all. It's all right. Just as long as we raise awareness that this world is changing rapidly and it's not done changing yet. And it's going to take a lot of courage to stand up to this change that is occurring and to adapt in the way that we is best for us. It's going to take courage and strength. And it's time and chance also. We've got to be ready. We got to be ready, you all, because this is now, it's like you're walking by faith. You don't know what's going to happen. That's why you got to keep going. You got to keep walking. We're living in a world that is unpredictable now. You don't know what's going to happen. That's why you got to keep walking. You cannot let fear hold you back here in this place right here, to where you don't have the courage, the strength, the faith to move forward. No, you keep moving, because if you have the willingness and the desire within here and the courage and the light within here to keep moving, you're not going to be moving alone. You're going to have a whole lot of light surrounding you. We're going to be moving as a whole in the areas where we're at right now. We are, you all. And it's going to make a difference. It's making a difference right now. Just the mere fact that you're on here, just the mere fact that I'm speaking up and I'm standing my ground. I'm letting my light shine. You're also letting your light shine. So can we make a difference? Absolutely. Can we do it where we're at? Absolutely. Um, and you know you can. You can even feel when you stand your ground inside your own being, you can literally feel the atmosphere around you change. Even in your own house, you can feel it. And they feel it too on the opposite side, in this invisible realm that's all around us. So I'm going to go, you all. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, you all. We got this. We do. Is it going to be rough and tough? Yes, but we're tough enough to stand our ground, because we're not going to stand alone. Okay, we're not. And thank you to all those people who do pray, who knows that when they pray, things start happening in the spiritual realm. Thank you. Love you.